out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. For crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like Martin Luther King. Take me friendly on the phone so you can call us. We ain't gonna call you back. Say they don't know if you call us. Say what you gonna do now. We all coming through now. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. For crime much if you really wanna stop crime.
Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is I.A.N. This is Crime Watch, and we are back. Top of the evening to you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a very long time. You have not seen me here. You have not seen me on my set. I've been out with respect to, well, as you know, we have been assisting significantly with respect to the flood victims, all those who felt the flood, all those victims in the South area, in the Sandy Grande area, the Carney area, Caparo area, Woodland area. Just last night, up to 1 o'clock, we were in Woodland giving out hampers. So a special good evening to you. Also make sure and download your app. Remember, make sure go to your Google Play and download your app. Make sure like my fan page. My fan page is up and running. Also, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you all know that on Saturday, we will be hitting back some of these areas. So you have between now and Saturday, put that on my ticker tape. You have between now and Saturday to make sure and bring in whatever mattresses, whatever it's already running on the ticker, whatever mattresses, whatever hampers, and all those who assist. A special good evening to you. Let's go down the islands a bit. All those in Grenada, all those in Suriname, all those in Jamaica, all those in Antigua, Guyana, Barbados. A special good evening to you. Ladies and gentlemen, Grenada, St. Vincent, I am calling on the Minister of National Security to resign. I am calling on the Minister, in fact, the Commissioner of Police. Let's meet. Ladies and gentlemen, the entire nation is shocked. And we are mourning today. When I tell you mourning, we are mourning. A 13-year-old boy and his babysitter throat slit in central Trinidad. Ladies and gentlemen, the bodies of a woman and a 13-year-old schoolboy was discovered at a house in Akenbach Trace around midday. The woman identified as Harisa Mohammed, a 56-year-old teenager. Videsh Subar was then cared for their teen while their parents was at work. Subar wrote the secondary SCA exam and was awaited. You are telling me an SCA student, come back to me. You are telling me, ladies and gentlemen, an SCA student awaiting result, throat slit. This is not an accident. This is not a freak storm. This is not that the child drunk. This is not that he fell from a ladder. This is not that he fell from a bed. He was murdered. He and along his babysitter. And while we think about, ladies and gentlemen, to the Syrian community to say, sorry, we don't have no time with that, ladies and gentlemen, or to boycott this and boycott that. Boycott the Minister of National Security. Tell him to go home. Open up the lines. 6714062. Put up those 2 photos up and running. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. 6714062. Just imagine that babysitter along with this 13-year-old boy, Videsh Subar, murdered today. Just imagine. Throat slit. Throat slit, ladies and gentlemen. Open up the lines. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Check those numbers, please. Hi, good evening. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Allen.
Hi, good evening.
Mr. Allen, I mean, I in sympathy with the things that happen in this country.
Now, this is the worst. This is the worst.
How could we blame anybody for things like this? How could you blame the police? How could you blame the Minister of National Security for things like that?
Lady, let me tell you something. Come back to me. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Because they have refused to enforce the law. They show that they cannot protect the citizens of this country. I'm not going to blame the doubles man because the doubles man get gunned down too. I'm not going to blame the banker because the banker get robbed. I am blaming the government. And whether you choose to like it because I mean, that is a fact. They took a responsibility to protect the citizens of this country. Because you know why people have no respect for law and order? And let me just add to this. What the unruly doing with government contract? Go into enterprise and see who gang leader and who notorious element have government contracts. Because on one side you can't feed them, and on the other side you try to eradicate them. You can't be doing that. So somebody must be held accountable. I'm not going back to the former Minister of National Security, no former Prime Minister. You took a duty, you took an oath to protect the citizens of this country, and you are telling me a 13-year-old boy awaiting SCA results along with his babysitter, throat slit. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you how they tie the 13-year-old. Look at this photo. Parental guidance is strongly advised. Go ahead. This is, hold on, stop right here. Look the babysitter right there. Open up the lines. Look the babysitter. I am showing you the babysitter right now. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, watch your 13-year-old. Remove the CGs. They tied the 13-year-old boy behind his back. What level of crime is this in this country? You tell me today, and you are telling me, come back to me, you are telling me I should not blame anybody. I fast and out of place to tell the Minister of National Security, not one, not two, but three ministers of national, and this is what's going on in this country. And let me tell you what, they have refused. The Commissioner of Police, ladies and gentlemen, have refused. How many times we have extended the olive branch to him, tell him, hey, let's meet, let's talk, let's find out what we can really do. He don't want to do that. You know why? It's only partisan thing. It's only politics. Who got vexed? Who taught him? You are thinking about who taught him while a 13-year-old boy, hog tie, throat slit, and you are still telling me, hey, nah, let me don't work with I.A.N. Who have the information? We have the information. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime. Show the photos.
Hi.
Go ahead.
Hi, good evening, I.A.N. What is really going on in this country? Children being killed now?
What is this? Watch. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
I.A.N. the previous caller said, oh, the government is not to be blamed. The government has to be blamed because they're not implementing proper laws. If they bring back the death penalty, that would never happen. Just imagine a child.
Nah, boy,
child being, his life is being taken at an early age in life. I.A.N. that is not right. And they wouldn't like you because you're solving crime.
That could never be right.
The police are doing nothing and the government ain't doing anything. But anyway, I.A.N, keep up the good work and take care of it.
Come back to me. And you are telling me, you know what? Everybody telling me today, hey, boycott what Sabga say. Boycott this, boycott that. I know Mario. Yeah, Mario and I, listen to me. Let me tell you this, yeah? I spoke to Mario at length. Mario Sabga at length on the telephone. In fact, when I called him, he didn't answer. He ended up calling me back. He said, I.A.N, what's going on? I said, I'm reading the article. And he said, you know, I lost my words a little bit. But I have no time to study it because they have created employment. Pizza boys, when they came to Shagona, I was mentioning to somebody, they had employed so many people in Shagona. Go to all their branches, go to rituals and whatnot. Boycott what? Don't study this. This is not the issue. This is not the issue. So if they contribute significantly to the economy of Trinidad and Tobago, well, thank God. Why don't you do something? Why the other businessmen don't rise up and do something by fighting a crab in a barrel? Why? Let's own the car companies. Let's own the big-time restaurants. You understand? Don't boycott them. Boycott, come out and say, when you see a 13-year-old lying on the ground like that, tell me, where have we reached? I can't study no Sabga, study the citizens of this country. Look at the photo, open up the lines.
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Good afternoon.
What's up?
I.A.N, I thank you very much for canvassing for PNM. The more you get on that way, is more we're going to vote for PNM. Goodbye.
The lady you studied, lady, you crazy. You want to be crazy. Open up the lines. You want to be crazy. You looking at a 13-year-old and you talking about PNM? We're not talking about that. That is somebody's son. That is the level. Let me tell you, we have reached the bottom of the barrel. It have nowhere again we can reach. It have nowhere. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a fast break. When we come back, I will show you the area. Let me take one more call. Put up those photos that everybody see. Let everybody see up the islands exactly what's going on in Trinidad and Tobago. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Made throat slit. 13-year-old throat slit. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Let's take a fast break.
By public demand, Farm India Expo at the White Tent opposite Medford Gas Station, Shoguners has been extended until July 10th. Get up to 50% off furniture, handicraft, garments, footwear, jewelry and many more from around the world. Food corn that no one can resist, Tandoori King, Dosa Diner, Abby's Burger, Nano School Fee and many more. Farm India Expo at the huge White Tent opposite Medford Gas Station, Shoguners. Closing on July 10th. Spend $1,000 on cash holdings and get a chance to spin to win $500.
If you are looking for something special at the supermarket, well, you don't have to worry. Check out Super Quality's Supermarket, where there's always something special in your trolley. 3 massive branches: number 47 Tissue Drive, Trinity, number 98 Endeavour Road, Chaguanas, and Couva Main Road next to Republic Bank.
Trinidad and Tobago is the 5th fattest nation in the world. 1 in every 3 Trinidadians are overweight. Now you can lose up to 30 pounds a month with Maximum Slim, and it's as simple as having a cup of coffee in the morning. With a patented powerful formula containing chlorogenic acid found only in the green coffee beans that block the absorption of fats from your body. It also contains ginseng to help maintain energy levels and heart leaf for curbing your appetite. Maximum Slim delivers maximum results fast, so pick up your box of Maximum Slim today at your nearest pharmacy. Maximum Slim. Live to the max.
Bakery Treats is known for its great baked products and service with a smile. We offer a variety of breads, cakes, and pastries. We use no preservatives or added chemicals for maintaining a healthy lifestyle. So visit us today. Put Bakery Treats on top of your shopping list.
This is a paid political announcement. We salute and congratulate the leader of the People's National Movement, the Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley, and his cabinet for the vision and leadership they have demonstrated in managing the affairs of Trinidad and Tobago. From Nazim Bashk of AV Drilling, this was a paid political announcement.
Right, so ladies and gentlemen, because it reminds me when the 5-year-old, remember the 5-year-old whose father was shot, I can't remember if it was Mamaral or, no, that was the 5-year-old who was shot with the father. Yeah, pull back that clip for me, please. All right, get it back for me, please. Ladies and gentlemen, open up your lines. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Make sure and download your app. And you are telling me 3 ministers of national security, you should see how they move around in their big vans and siren doing their thing, ladies and gentlemen. And this is what under my watch, this would have never happened. You remember when they killed this little child and this, anybody resign? Anybody resign? Tell me, anybody resign? Anybody resign? You remember when they moved the body from the house in Mamaral? We still have that clip. Look at it. Watch. You remember that? Go ahead. Hi, caller. Good evening.
Good evening, I.A.N.
Yeah.
The Prime Minister say, if you can't handle crime, then you is to be blamed as well. So he is to be blamed.
Okay. Okay. Look at this 13-year, look at this little boy awaiting SCA results. And you are telling me these criminals have no, listen to me, they have no respect for law and order. Look at this little boy. He have never even gone to Disney World. He never lived his life. He never had a girlfriend. He never bought a car. 13-year-old playing, maybe playing with his PS4. Just imagine that. And you come and slit this boy's throat, open up the lines for a vehicle. They said robbery was the motive. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. And the vehicle was found in Wallerfield. Open up the lines that everybody see. And just to let you all know, show the clip. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Look,
Good
relatives
evening, Mr.
here.
Allen.
Hi,
What
good
is
evening.
our
Go ahead.
country coming to?
Hello?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Allen, what our country is coming to? Look at the state of the crime. A little child.
A
And that
13-year-old
child is the mother only child.
Oh, God.
You understand? That is so sad.
Oh,
What that mother is going to do.
Look at the little boy. Look at the open up the lines. Look at it and they slit the boy throat. Hi, good evening. You are live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. Look at this little boy. Slit the boy throat. What is this? Open up the lines. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Continue the video. That's the owner of Burger Delight. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Hello?
Mr. I.A.N. Allen.
Ah.
Good day.
Yeah, good day. Go ahead.
You can't blame the Prime Minister.
Next caller. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Open up the lines. Watch. Watch. And you are telling me this warrant a fresh election. This warrant the Prime Minister to say because we have lost confidence in the Minister of National Security. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. Look at this. Now, this is too much now. That is too much. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. Hi, caller. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. I.A.N. Allen.
Good evening.
All you're doing is campaigning. Hush, hush.
Wait, boy. You get your $500. You get your $500. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. Hi, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, I.A.N. Allen.
Good evening.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I.A.N. Allen.
Uh-huh.
I call in concerning this crime. The magistrate and them have this country and the whole police service have this country bad. Because when they had Magistrate Jack, Alderman Jack in Chaguanas, they gave them 20 years and 15 years.
Yeah, I remember.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Magistrate Jack. I remember. I was at that time when Magistrate Jack was in Chaguanas, right?
Yeah.
And he used to give them a hard time, them Panitarian and Central, a hard time. Is the magistrate for them had to be a heavy penalty for that.
Wow.
No, serious.
Open up the lines. Thanks again. You know, callers, and I will tell you this, yeah? I will tell you this. There's the grandfather. Go ahead.
Oh, Lord. I'd like to see big man cry, you know. Well, don't look at come for me now,
Open up the lines. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead.
You can't blame the Prime Minister for that.
Huh? What's that? Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. This is total madness. Come back to me. Hi, caller.
Hello.
Leave it. Hi, caller.
Hi, Ian.
Yeah.
There's real madness going on here.
Yeah,
Rowdy
yeah.
and them ain't care about nobody. People out flood out to go out here and swing and sit down in the van like some big shot.
Yeah.
You understand? Them don't care about nobody and tell them hungry PNM and them stop calling and talking shit.
All right. Thanks again. Way boy. And that's Burger Delight. But what is he doing there? Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How you describe this lady?
This is really ridiculous, and it is really heart-wrenching to hear these citizens, so-called citizens,
Yeah, boy.
calling to say these ills on TV.
Thank you again, caller. Way boy. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Hello. Hi, caller.
Shama, why did you tell her for? I don't want to tell me that. On the check that videos. No.
Is the father?
No.
Russell, is that the father? Is that the father? That's the uncle. Oh, because that's the owner of Burger Delight from Montreal. I know him. That Burger Delight's sister, son. That is his nephew. All right. Put that on the CG, but that's Burger Delight. Everybody know Burger Delight in Montreal. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Yeah, good evening, Ian Allen.
Good evening.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, Ian Allen.
Yes, go ahead.
You need to get your ass up.
I'm going to tell you something. Come back to me. I'm going to tell you what's going on here. I'm going to tell you what's going on here. I really, I don't want to trip. But you see, since this flood, people realize what we have done with your support, that to fix back this country, that they are good Trinbagonians, and those who were affected by the flood, even though they were neglected by government just walk, government stay in their van, and government went with designer shirt and designer pants. But we did more with the little resources and with the great help that we got from you, the citizens. On Saturday, we will be going to some of these affected areas again for the very last time. But yet, those who will assist with purchasing refrigerators, maybe refrigerators for $1,000 or so, buy some refrigerators, buy some stove, and we give it out. But as a result of that, and this is what I heard within the government and within the party, that they will do everything now to discredit me. They will do everything now to make me look bad. So that is why they have their people calling. They are literally paying people. And this is what I heard, that they are literally paying people to call the program and say all sorts of negative things about us. But remember, when I went out in Sandy Grande, in Caparo, up to now, I never asked nobody who they vote for. Up to now, I never asked anybody. You are looking at a 13-year-old lying with his hand behind his back tied, with his throat slit, and you are telling me, Ian Allen, you are politicizing? Oh my God. Oh my God. Can anybody really see the dark shadow that is over this country? Anywhere around the world, they would have never allowed the current Minister of National Security and the two others that are in the office also, which is 3, they would have been sent home forthwith. This has gone too far. I have been coming every day here, asking Stephen Williams, because I will tell you something, people don't trust them. People do not trust the police. People don't trust the police. They don't trust the government. They don't trust them. But people will trust Ian Allen. People say, do you know how many times, the kind of information that we have to deal with the escalating crime? But there's only a certain, up to a certain level we can really go. You understand? And I have been begging and appealing, Stephen Williams, can we work together? Can we work together? But you know what? It's all about politics for them. Let's take a fast break. When we come back, we'll still give them the stick.
It's your journey, our passion at Brandtech. Visit us today at number 10 Londonville Main Road, Montreal, Chaguanas, or contact us at 672-8575. Now open on Saturdays.
Z India Expo Fashion from the Stars. Now open at Extra Foods Plaza Chaguanas next to KFC. New goods just arrived from India. All-inclusive Indian outfit for all occasions. A wide assortment of bridal Indian wear, kurtas, kids Indian wear, jewelry, shoes for everyone, puja items, home decor and lots more. Come check us out today at Z India Expo, the big white tent at Extra Plaza Chaguanas next to KFC. Opening from 10:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily.
You, the sawmill owners who can't afford the hassle, call us today. Green Heart Lumber from Guyana. Best quality, 12 by 12 square foot or any customized length. Delivery in less than 2 weeks. Call 715-1457 Monday through Friday between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Serious inquiries only.
It's Shoppers Free Zone Grand One-Day Sale this Monday, Eid holiday. Enjoy huge discounts store-wide.
Playpens $5.99, walkers $2.99, car seats $4.99.
Sale in our latest departments. Stylish dresses from $75. Sassy tops 3 for $100. Huge sale on all ladies' footwear. Get up to 50% off. It's Shoppers Free Zone Grand One-Day Sale. This Monday, the Eid holiday. Doors open at 9 a.m.
You can now visit Double Palm Guest House where you can enter unnoticed. Open 24 hours every day. Check in unnoticed and share a special moment to remember. Double Palm Guest House, opposite KFC Aruka, Madras Road, Kelly Village, Karani, Derrick Road, Chase Village, and Clark Road, Penal.
I will tell you this, I'll tell you this. Instead of you going all by rituals and telling people don't buy coffee, why don't you go in front of the Prime Minister and tell him to perform better? Why don't you go in front of the Minister of National Security Office and why don't you go with a banner there because monkey know what tree to climb on? Because you know if all the start to protest is rubber bullet in all your tail, like what Silas got. You remember when the family was knocked down, the mother and the 2 daughters died, and a lot of people had, I think another fellow got knocked down also and he became paralyzed for life. I don't know if he's alive, but nevertheless, remember when the Steelers people started the protest, rubber bullets they get, rubber bullets. Open up the lines. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. Hi, good evening. You are live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. Hi, good evening. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Yeah, Ian, are you hearing me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, Ian, listen to me. Those stupid... You don't blame Rowley and the PNM. If you know what happened to them, they feel this would never happen to them. That's what they feel. But let me tell them this. Only when the PNM is in government that the crime escalates.
That is
and
true.
Ian, you're doing a good job, so keep up the good work.
Thank you, lady. Look at this little boy now. Look at this little boy. What, here now, look at this little boy who lost his life. Look at him. That is his nephew that died. Because you know this guy good from Montrose, that burger light, that roti boy. This real sad, boy. This real sad. They are relatives. Come back to me. Do you know, in fact, I think they are relatives of Brantec. Let me tell you something. But you know what? The police, listen, if this warrants the Prime Minister of this country to come out and address the nation tonight. Come out and address the nation. Now, come out and tell the nation that as a result of the escalating crime, I realize that the ministers will have to make some changes. Come out and tell people because people have lost confidence in the office of the Minister of National Security. Look at the Commissioner of Police. Only doing press release, one little crime out of hundreds people are dying. But as they do one, oh God, but the whole world have to know. They emailing it to you, the faxing it to your office, all kind of thing. They put it on Instagram, they put it on all kind of fan page. Just to let everybody, somebody got arrested. Hundreds of people dying, and you are telling me I should stand by. Let me tell you something. What the hell are you going to protest about coffee? Go protest in front of the Prime Minister's office. Let's take it to that level. Let us take it to that level. When we could see, look at this picture with this young boy, 13-year-old boy, tied behind his back. Look at this photo. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. Look at the photograph. Hi, good evening. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead.
Hi, Mr. Allen.
Look where we have reached.
That those people who called in earlier, if they had any children and they faced any crime, they would know what to do.
They will be calling and telling you stripping us.
You know why? Because them will be living like yard fowl. Make
They
one
have to
child,
be- they
make
probably
chicken in
don't
one
have
yard and
any
go to the
children.
next yard. Hi, good evening. They will be living like yard fowl. Hi, good evening. Make chicken in one yard and then forget our chicken and go in our next yard. But look at this 13-year-old boy. Put up that photo for me. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Let everybody see up the Caribbean, the state of this country. What is the opposition leader? The opposition leader has to come out and say something. We cannot let this idly go by. We had it in Marmoral already. We had it in Marmoral. And imagine, months after, it come back to haunt us again. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Prime Minister, why do you hush him out?
Why? Oh God, boy, you're getting all the 500, boy. They're giving all their money to call the program, but dying nothing. I'm hitting all you on Facebook too. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. This is madness. This is total madness. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Let us come together and go in front of the office and protest. Don't come and ask me to go by rituals. What do you like going by rituals for? The issue is crime. I don't care who said. The man say he's sorry, he's sorry. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. People just, look at, imagine if this was their son. Tell me now they call it I.A.N. Allen. You know who do it? I.A.N. Allen. Find the fella now. Anybody who have information about this crime, call me now. Text me on 2944081. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Hello? And remember, you want to call private. Do not let me, and I tell you this, trace all your caller. You want to play a cussing and using all kind of explicit to the operators who answer the call to send the call to the live show. Do not make me press that button and know where you live in and know where the call came from. Yeah, because we have the system in place. Huh? Just remember that. So when you're batting, watch how you're batting. And when you're flexing, watch how you're flexing. Open up the lines. Show the video. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Just imagine that. What you are telling me, no. If this is where we have reached, if this is where we have reached, ladies and gentlemen, something is wrong. There's the aunt of the little boy. Every one of them I think I know in from Sugar Central. Everyone. Now something wrong. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Hi, good evening. This is madness. 6714062. These people have no regards for nobody. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. I tell you, watch me. The people who did this, the perpetrators who committed this heinous act, they will rot in hell. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Hi, caller. Hi, good evening.
Hello?
Hi, good evening.
Yes, good night.
Good night.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I just calling to find out something. Yes, good night.
Yes, go ahead, ma'am. Take the audio down on your set really fast. Come on.
Find out something.
What do you want to find out?
When Kamala was in power, there was...
I can't go back to that. Who in power now? Who in power to answer to the people? And you promise people security, you promise people safe. All right, I can't go back to the past. I'm not going back to the past. Everybody in office now, blame them. You take up the mantle to protect the citizens. You have failed. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime. Watch your politics playing in this country. You seen a 30-year-old boy, throat slit. Hi, good evening.
I would like to say something to Mr. Allen. I would like to tell him that the person who's calling and upsetting him, the devil dealing with them. And it looks like it's their children who go and do that crime. That is why you see that they have to get on soon. That is why they're getting on soon. Tell him he's doing a good work and God will open our ways for him. I feel sorry to see what's going on there. Okay?
Thanks,
and I'm a first time caller. First time I call him.
This is he? The father, there's the father in the blue here. Oh my God. Wait, but you can imagine what that father going through? That boy no write SCA, waiting for results, and you come and slit the boy throat? Nah. That thing for the devil to really come in your head, yes? Hi, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Allen.
Good evening.
These people that are calling and trying to detract from what is taking place here.
That is what they're doing. I love the word detract.
They're so disgusting. Look at what's going on in this country. This is so sad.
Nah, boy, that's the worst, boy. You can't. Your children can't stay home again.
These people disgusting and illiterate, you know.
Your children, they don't understand. They don't understand. They don't understand. Come back to me. They don't understand. Only who in the kitchen feels the heat. Only who in the kitchen feels the heat. Why you think, okay? I went down and I met so much of flood victims. But when you really understand and put yourself in that water and walk and see the condition of your place, you understand. You understand. Just imagine a 13-year-old child. There's a little boy. Your hand could fit his hand twice. And you tie his hand behind his back and slit the boy's throat. And you are telling me we should take that in this country now? No. This, and I tell you this today, this crime here has opened the door for a lot of things. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch.
Please hang up now.
Protest. Go in front of the minister office. All those groups, all those big-time groups, go in front of the minister office. Go with your placard. Go with it. Have the march. Let them bring down the rubber bullets. Give us the rubber bullets. Let's take a break.
Kayo Green Powder Drink Mix alkalize, energize, and revitalize. Helps to quickly regain energy from loss of sleep or overwork. Supports growth and development in children. Promotes wound healing and assists movement in foods throughout the intestine for better digestion and regularity. Supports cardiovascular health. Maintains healthy blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar levels. Promotes healthy intestinal conditions and regularity. Distributed by Organic Health Limited. Telephone numbers 728-0338.
The Wellness Center introduces the Superfricator. It instantly removes skin growths and irregularities like skin tags, age spots, ring flesh, and spots from the face and body. Using non-surgical procedures, the Wellness Center can instantly lift the face, bust, arms, and legs, treat psoriasis and dermatitis, remove puffy dark eye circles, double chin, wrinkles, and even restore bold, thinning hair. Call Mrs. Bagan, a qualified medical esthetician with over 30 years of experience, for a microscopic consultation. Call 673-7418.
Tire Clinic. Get the latest style rims at Hoover, Chaguanas, and Pleasance Park. Tire Clinic. A tire for every need.
By public demand, Fab India Expo at the White Tent opposite Medford Gas Station, Chaguanas has been extended until July 10th. Get up to 50% off furniture, handicraft, garments, footwear, jewelry, and many more from around the world. Food corn that no one can resist. Tandoori King, Dosa Diner, Abby's Burger, Nano School Fee, and many more. Fab India Expo at the huge White Tent opposite Medford Gas Station, Chaguanas. Closing on July 10th. Spend $1,000 on cash holdings and get a chance to spin to win $500.
Now open in Debe, Mistra Imports Limited, 172 SS Erin Road, Debe, next door to Big Apple. For all South customers, American latex paints for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Paint price from $35 and up. Also, #1 supplier of artificial turf. We do mixed paints over 3,000 colors to choose from. Call 220-5818.
For all your air conditioning needs, call Neil Cool at 748-4122. We do sales, installation, service, and repair. We carry brands like Lennox, Daikin, Comfy, Amana, and Delta air conditioners. Get Lennox 12,000 BTU 2600, 18,000 BTU 3700, Comfy 12,000 BTU 2300, 18,000 BTU 3400. Service prices for 12 and 18,200. 24K $300. So call us today, 748-4122. Neil Cool Air Conditioning Services, quality brands, professional service.
You remember in Mamara, the little girl? And I had examined, when we went to the funeral home, that is not enough? That is not enough? Look, watch. 28th of April, a Friday, this happened. You remember that? Around 5 a.m. in the morning. The little girl's throat was slit out. She was shot, I believe. She was shot on Good Friday in the neck. Just imagine that. Yeah? Open up the lines. And nothing came out of it. No extra security. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Come back to me.
Good evening, Mr. Allen.
Good evening.
Mr. Allen, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You see, hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
You see these people who call and saying this kind of bad words on bad mouth in the program?
Yeah.
These people have been brought up that way. They seem to have been born that way. And they would not ever change in life. They follow the leader. And that's how they're going to live for the rest of their life. Think negative, live negative, and live like that for through their life. Thank you so much.
That is so true. But I forgive them. I have forgiven them. You know why? They know not what they do. I have forgiven them. They know not what they do. They know not what they have done. Pardon me. Let me understand. When things happen, I.A.N, Allen, where is? Come now. Ex get murdered. My son get gone down. Mr. Allen, I don't care. I don't care. Highlight it for me now. I don't care. Do I come to your homes and ask you for a party card? Afro-Trinidadian, East Indian. I don't care who you vote for. When I come to your houses for justice. But when I'm sitting here and justice for all equally, when I can sit in my studio here today, when I can stand in my studio here today and see a 13-year-old throw a little boy lying down in a pool of blood, not in an accident, not because he fought climbing up a tree, not because he get knocked down crossing road to go a parlor, but because he was robbed at his home, murdered at his home. No. It's no excuse. It's no excuse. Open up the lines. Hi, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. Allen, I'm calling from New York.
Hi, New York.
I'm watching a program right now. The people who calling, them should be ashamed of themselves that's going on right now.
Well said, New Yorker.
The government responsible, government, Mr. Rowley, responsible for everything that's happening in Trinidad. The people too deceitful and bad-minded and envy and jealous.
But I want to ask you something. New Yorker. Let me take it from... Let me take it. You're an independent person because you're not living here right now.
Yeah.
Outside there, the escalating crime, the so many children, mothers and fathers murdered. Out there, the Minister of National Security, the Commissioner of Police, out in outside countries, they would have had to resign. Am I right or wrong?
They have to resign forthwith.
Thank you.
The government is responsible for the crime that's happening in the country.
Thank you.
So the people who call in, those people should be ashamed of themselves. They just killed the Chinese woman in Santa Cruz last night, 10 o'clock.
The Chinese woman, where the picture? Thanks again. Where the picture? The Chinese woman. Come back. Call her thanks again. The Chinese picture, watch. Go ahead. The Chinese woman murdered last night. Then last week, what about Miguel? Miguel Alman was ambushed, a superior murder. Miguel Alman was ambushed and shot and killed on Saturday. What about this picture here? Go ahead. Searching for dog, he got killed. What about the young girl? What about the young girl? The mother of one, where the picture? Onella Phillips. Tell me now, where Onella Phillips? Go ahead. What's going on in this country? No, tell me now, tell me. I want somebody tell me. What about the 35-year-old Sheldon Ramdan, a poultry depot owner in coal mine, Sandy Grande, chopped to death after argument? Anything come out of that? Anything come out of that? No, nothing come out of that. Today, ladies and gentlemen, while all that going on, thank God for some police in Chaguanas. Giddy bandit, the Matrix, 2 shot dead. It's 2. Bandits robbery of NYC, when New York City bar, Chin Chin Road, Kunupi, around 2 p.m. today. Police engaged, got involved, killing one, injuring another. The men stole a B13 vehicle and was stopped by officers along Madras Road. Hats off to Central Police. Get them more money, get them more car. Watch, it's good for you. It's good. Rot in hell. I tell you that, rot in hell. You're robbing people, come Shogunas, it's good. Come Shogunas, come in Shogunas when you want to rob people. You're getting the matrix in Shogunas. I tell you that. Let me see his face again. Not even God will watch it, will look on him, watch. Hi, good evening, you're live on Crime Watch.
Hello.
Hi, good evening, they rob the bar.
Hi, good evening, Mr. Allen. I would just like to commend you on your great work, and these people who are calling, they are still tuning in to your program to tell you nonsense. So if it's not for you, we would not have known what's going on in the country. So I commend you once again and keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thanks again. Thanks again. Call out, you see that 13-year-old? Oh God, I can't find words. I can't find words. Which means to say, ladies and gentlemen, your children now, you can't go out. You can't go out and leave your children with a babysitter no more. You can't say, well, it has somebody, you know in Trinidad, they say, it has somebody watching them home. I'll leave them, I'm going on Lime. They're coming and they're killing your children also. This is a bigger picture. They're killing your children. So you can't say, well, you know, maybe I'm going to need something somewhere. I'm going to make a little line. My auntie or my uncle go watch your children and them. They're killing auntie and they're killing uncle. And they're killing the children. Something wrong. Something, and you are telling me I shouldn't talk about that? This has reached, let me tell you something. And I am calling on the opposition leader. I am calling on those in authority. We have to do something now. When you can sit down and on your chair right now looking at a 13-year-old, hand tied behind his back and throat slit, who just wrote the essay, and tell me nothing wrong with that. Nah. I tell you this from today now. The wind will change. Watch and see. Let's take a break.
It's your journey, our passion at Brantec. Visit us today at number 10 Londonville Main Road, Montrose, Chaguanas, or contact us at 672-8575. Now open on Saturdays.
You, the sawmill owners who can't afford the hassle, call us today. Green Heart Lumber from Guyana. Best quality, 12 by 12 square foot or any customized length. Delivery in less than 2 weeks. Call 715-1457 Monday through Friday between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Serious inquiries only. Namalco Construction Services Limited is one of the largest constructions company in Trinidad and Tobago. We have been in operation since 1998, serving both the public and private sectors with the largest fleet of modern equipment to undertake projects of any capacity. Our services include civil engineering work, road paving and repairs, land development and infrastructure work, rental of heavy and small equipment, transportation services and lots more. Call 651-0074 or 651-0080.
It's Shoppers Free Zone Grand One-Day Sale this Monday, Eid holiday. Enjoy huge discounts store-wide.
Playpens $5.99, walkers $2.99, car seats $4.99.
Sale in our latest departments. Stylish dresses from $75. Sassy tops 3 for $100. Huge sale on all ladies footwear. Get up to 50% off. It's Shoppers Free Zone Grand One-Day Sale. This Monday, the Eid holiday. Doors open at 9 a.m.
Z India Expo Fashion from the Stars. Now open at Extra Foods Plaza, Chaguanas, next to KFC. New goods just arrived from India. All-inclusive Indian outfit for all occasions. A wide assortment of bridal Indian wear, kurtas, kids Indian wear, jewelry, shoes for everyone, puja items, home decor and lots more. Come check us out today at Z India Expo, the big white tent at Extra Plaza, Chaguanas, next to KFC. Opening from 10:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily.
And that's why I tell you today, you know. That is why I tell you today. They could do what they want, you know. They could do what they want. You can't stop me. You can't stop me from talking. You can't stop me. And even though I have overshadowed them, this is the people's platform. You can only know what's going on in this country when you look at Crime Watch, when you go up on our Facebook, when you download the app. And when I tell you download the app so you can be in the gym, you can be in your car, if you're a security guard, so if you have no television set, you can still look at Crime Watch. Ladies and gentlemen, get the guests to me. I want to highlight a case for you. I want to highlight this case for you. Because it's a case that really got my attention. And just as I said, come this way, come. Really fast. That is okay, come. Hi. Magila, you're going. All right, come. Let's stand right here. Stand right here. Now, I want to be honest with you. And I don't want you to talk. Let me do the talking. You see, when you come to me, it's not a matter who I know. The right thing is the right thing. This woman, and I made the call for her. She delivers stuff to Pamela's Cafe in Montrose. And I know the owners of Pamela's Cafe. That's right next to the New Testament Church. Am I right, Erica? Right. I know them. She came here, and not because I know them. I said, nah, I can't highlight that. The right thing is the right thing. That is why in this dance, ladies and gentlemen, about 2 weeks ago, I don't know if you want to tell them. You want to tell them or you don't want to tell them? You want to tell them? 2 weeks ago, this woman here, put the mic to her mouth. Now, listen to me carefully, yeah? Listen to me carefully. She went to the doctor and she was diagnosed with colon cancer. She did, her husband he sells stuff. Like what your husband sells?
Bread and pastries and so on.
Pardon me?
Bread and pastry.
Bread and pastries and stuff. Now, they normally drop to Pamela's Cafe next to the New Testament Church. I did speak to the owner of Pamela's Cafe. And how much is the bill?
$350,000.
This woman has to go do an emergency surgery. She has been diagnosed with colon cancer. How long you been asking the owner of Pamela's Cafe?
Before diagnosis with cancer, my husband been asking them since last year.
And the bill is almost $300,000. I spoke to them and they said, yeah, we know. But today this woman have to go do her surgery. She can't go to know. She has one child. That little girl was getting married. They have no money. They had to cancel the wedding. Am I right?
Yeah, that's right.
The wedding was supposed to be in August.
Yeah, that's right.
They had to cancel it. I am appealing to the owners of Pamela's Cafe. Or they make an arrangement and give the woman her money. That she going to do this, not only this surgery, but see what you can do. Because you all have your business and whatnot. And it's not a matter, all you living all your life. And you and I know that. And everybody got vexed with me in Shogunas today. But who really vexed with me, I couldn't care less. I don't care who I know. But the right thing, I'm not going to turn out. And don't ever think, because he and Allen know that one, or you know that one, or he and that one might be friend. He is highlighting it. Hey, I highlighting it. The right thing is the right thing. So slow your roll. Slow your roll. These are the people that have the 300,000. This woman, she was diagnosed about 2 weeks ago with colon cancer. All she wants is her money to go and do her surgery and recuperate. She already got the bill from the nursing home. I saw all that. But the lady wants her money. So, Mr. Gentleman, I know you beg the lady on the phone, don't do that. But the reason why, you all know what cancer can really do. I don't want to go into details to depress this woman. But you know why I highlight it? Nah, that's sad. Because every day that go by, you know what cancer does. You know how that works. So I am appealing to the owners of Pamela Cafe in Montrose. Here what's going on now. Here what's going on. Sort out this woman for me, please now. These are the pictures. Ma'am, you don't talk. These are the owners. This is Vijay and who?
Vijay and Pamela.
Vijay and Pamela. You saw they enjoy. Everybody enjoy their life. Everybody enjoying their life. Everybody enjoying their life. So some of you, come back to me. Some of you, come back to me, please. Some of you might say, well, Ian, you know them people and them. No, I know the people and them. But should I turn out? You see, that's why when you are in a position, you must realize you must be independent. You must realize when these people come to me, I mustn't say, well, I'm a friend. And that is why this road is a very lonely road. That is why I don't go drink with people and go eat by people. Because I don't want anybody to say, well, I give him this, I give him that. That is why I can open that line. They could say, what about me? They could say the worst thing about me. But the day I could open that line from all over the world. But you will never hear nobody say, I give Ian Allen money and he's a con man. You will never hear that. You will never, never, never hear that. They could say, what? So I am calling on Pamela Cafe in Montrose, sort out this woman $300-something thousand. You have acknowledged it. We have the evidence, we have the documents, we have the books, we have everything. Because she needs to go do her surgery. And I am telling you, I am giving you up to Monday. That's all. Thanks again, my lady. You be good. Let's take a break.
Now open in Debe, Mistra Imports Limited, 172 SS Erin Road, Debe, next door to Big Apple. For all South customers, American latex paints for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Paint price from $35 and up. Also, #1 supplier of artificial turf. We do mixed paints over 3,000 colors to choose from. Call 220-5818.
By public demand, Farbinja Expo at the White Tent opposite Medford Gas Station, Chaguanas has been extended until July 10th. Get up to 50% off furniture, handicraft, garments, footwear, jewelry, and many more from around the world. Food corn that no one can resist. Tandoori King, Dosa Diner, Abby's Burger, Nano School Fee, and many more. Farbinja Expo at the huge White Tent opposite Medford Gas Station, Chaguanas. Closing on July 10th. Spend $1,000 on cash holdings and get a chance to spin to win $500.
Hey, I want to say a special happy birthday to Tanti Cinti. Tanti? Who? Francois? Tanti Girly and Uncle Bajo from Chickland. You know that they're twins, right? Today's their birthday. All right, so I want to wish them happy birthday. I know Uncle Bajo and that's Francois' mother, Auntie Girly. So I want to say a special happy birthday to her. In fact, she spoke to me yesterday and I promised I will do this. They're over 60 and they're alive and well. Boy, I tell you, this place mad, boy. I tell you, this place mad. You have that clip on that bandit, and in fact the bandit was shot. You know, just give me a 2 minutes of Woodland. Just a 2 minutes of Woodland. I was in Woodland last night. So bring your hampers, go ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the Woodland area, yeah? There you are. How are you? All right, you got the water? Yeah. All right, bye-bye. Well, I am family with M&M of the supplies in the garden. All right, Melvin. You all right? All the best, man. 2 cases of water in the bag. The water in the bag. Freddie. All right, Freddie. Yeah. Let me move. Connection. Tomorrow, I should be getting a pump to pump the water out of Woodland back into the river. All right? I have already contacted a contractor, and I said initially when the flood water started to rise and with the affected home and whatnot, we had access. So I'm still meeting with the technical people tonight with respect to the pump, and we should get a pump to Woodland by tomorrow. I promised the people that if the water did not go down tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I really want you, when you look at this picture again, go to sleep. It have nothing to watch after this program, nothing to watch. When you take off your TV, think about this. It is not about politics. It is about a safer Trinidad and Tobago and the people that we have assigned. Because if Kamala was in power, I telling you that, I would have mashed her up the same way. And she knows that. She too fully well knows that. As much as she might be my friend, she knows that. You understand? But you cannot tell me, ladies and gentlemen, I am looking at a 13-year-old, while we have 3 ministers of national security, while we have a commissioner of police, who everything is like politics. We have been calling on them every day. I've sent message to the commissioner of police. You know I've done that? You want to meet? Let me meet now, boy. Let me meet and just come together. But you know why? The leader say no. Idle business. One day for police and one day for thief. And God don't sleep. When you are in a position as a commissioner, as a prime minister, as a minister of national security, you are, and the state has anointed you with that kind of power to protect these citizens, and you have failed. You will stand before the living God one day. That's a very serious role, you know. And for those who even took and steal from the public purse, you will never enjoy that money. That is like drugs. The end result of that is death, is suffering, is sickness. So don't feed whoever thief money from the past and the present and thief money in politics. You don't enjoy that money. When you're in a position, you have been appointed by God for that. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the photo of the 13-year-old. We are out of time. Leave that photo. We are out of time. But today I leave you today thinking, are we going to take this today and just move on and just buy a newspaper tomorrow and say, oh God, that's sad? But today I call on you to stand up. Today I call on you. I call on all the different bodies out there. Let us stand up. Don't go in front of no coffee shop. We don't business about that. Go in front of the minister's office. Go in front of the government offices. Come back to me. It's a sad, sad day. If they kill the children, they're killing out a generation, and you are telling me this is normal. This is normal. Last time when I look at Caparo Recreation Ground in Caparo last night, we went Caparo giving out hampers. But today I call upon you. We don't need their money. Let us come together. Let us still help the affected flood victims. We're still collecting hampers. Friday is the deadline. Friday night, 8 o'clock is the deadline. Because Saturday we'll distribute to go back to all the areas. By the thousands of hampers, bring it in. Today I call on you. Let us fix this country, but we're not taking that. See that 13-year-old? Enough is enough, boy. Nah. The prime minister is supposed to come out and address this nation and say, you know what? Time to make a change. And to you who have been calling and talking crap, good night. I hope your eyes open. Rerun of this program is tonight at 10 o'clock. Good night.
There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We're gonna hunt you down. We're gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Go cry much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still cry much, game and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like Martin Luther King. Take me friendly on the phone so you can call us. We ain't gonna call you back, say they don't know if you call us. Say what you gonna do now, we all coming through now. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Go cry much if you really wanna stop crime. There's a jungle out.